On March 2, 1955, a 15-year-old girl named Claudette Colvin boarded a bus in Montgomery, Alabama. She was tired, not just from the day's walk, but from the weight of living in a segregated world. When the bus driver ordered her to give up her seat to a white passenger, she refused. This act of defiance happened 9 months before Rosa Parks' famous stand, yet Claudette's story remains largely unknown. Claudette Colvin was born on September 21, 1939, in Montgomery, Alabama. Growing up in the segregated South, she was acutely aware of the injustices faced by African Americans. Her family lived in King Hill, a neighborhood where black families struggled to make ends meet. Despite the challenges, Claudette was a bright student, attending Booker T. Washington High School. She was inspired by the teachings of her teachers and the local leaders of the NAACP. On that fateful day in March, Claudette was returning home from school. She sat in the colored section of the bus, but as more white passengers boarded, the driver demanded that she and 3 other black passengers move further back. The others complied, but Claudette remained seated. She later explained that she felt as if Harriet Tubman was pushing her down on one shoulder and Sojourner Truth was pushing her down on the other. Claudette was arrested, physically dragged off the bus, and taken to jail. She was charged with disturbing the peace, violating segregation laws, and assaulting a police officer. The police officers who arrested her were particularly brutal, beating her and tearing her clothes. Despite the trauma, Claudette stood her ground, both physically and legally. Her case became a pivotal moment in the fight for civil rights. Claudette's arrest caught the attention of local civil rights leaders, including Fred Gray, a young attorney who would later represent Rosa Parks. Gray saw potential in Claudette's case to challenge the constitutionality of bus segregation laws. However, as the legal battle progressed, Claudette found herself sidelined by the very movement she had inspired. The NAACP and other leaders were concerned that Claudette's background would not resonate with the public. She was a young, unmarried teenager who had recently become pregnant. They feared that her story would not garner the same support as Rosa Parks, who was seen as a more respectable figure. As a result, Claudette's case was dropped, and Rosa Parks became the face of the Montgomery bus boycott. For decades, Claudette's story was largely forgotten. She moved to New York City, where she worked as a nurse's aide and raised her family. It wasn't until the 21st century that her contributions to the civil rights movement began to be recognized. Historians and activists have worked to bring her story to light, highlighting her courage and the pivotal role she played in the fight for equality. Today, Claudette Colvin is celebrated as a pioneer of the civil rights movement. Her refusal to give up her seat was a bold act of defiance that helped pave the way for the desegregation of public transportation in the United States. While her story may have been overshadowed by Rosa Parks, it is a reminder that history is often shaped by those who are willing to stand up for what is right, even when the odds are against them. Claudette's legacy is a testament to the power of young people to affect change and the importance of recognizing all those who have contributed to the struggle for justice.